Hey folks, you guys have wooden stairs that you used to have a runner as a rug, but after a while you get tired of that because eventually what happens is that the staples come out and the runner, the way it's wrapped around and stapled under and then across, overage is tired of it. So you're thinking, hey, you know what? Let's go get these so-called mats that sit on the stairs. So I bought these. Not too expensive. They have expensive ones. They have cheaper ones, but these are supposed to be pretty good. All right, got a little rubber matting in there. Supposed to be anti-slip, okay? But when you go on them, what happens is that you can actually still slide. So there's no anti-slip, especially if these are polyurethane and smooth. These things are not going to stay. All right, so here, with the 4 fingers, I can get it to slide. Then you get the double face tape you can buy. Also, they have this other anti-slip type of matting. This is a piece of it. You cut it up for the whole length over there. Then you put your mat over it. And that is supposed to make it anti-slip also. Okay. Good thing about it does make it a lot more cushiony. How's that word? All right. It's softer. All right. As opposed to this is hard right to the ground. This is actually soft. So that kind of lays in there too. But it's good if you step on it. Okay. If you step on this with something, you can still slide it a little bit. If you step on this one, it's a little harder to slide. See? Can't get it to slide. But eventually it does slide. See? As you kick it, it slides. Plus, of course, these come in only certain sizes, and stairs come in their own little sizes, and you see it's just a little bit over the lip. So sometimes when you're walking, you kind of like drag your feet, and you might hit it. So, to solve this problem, I'm going to show you what I did. Let's follow along. Right over here, like I said, same problem as over there. I put the anti-slip pads in there to give it that cushion, nice soft cushion, so when you're coming down the stairs, you're not hitting that hardwood floor. All right, but the only problem is that it doesn't stay put. So I used a staple gun to staple the carpet on there. Wouldn't hold. I used a nail gun with brad nails. Doesn't stay. So I need something with a fatter surface that will hold it. And I came up with this from Lowe's. Okay. Self-piercing Phillips screws. They got a nice little head on it. Like a washer. Let's take 3 of them out. See that? Nice and wide. So when you pierce them through the carpet and into the wood, it's going to hold. You can put as many as you want in. I'm just going to put in 3. 1 in the middle and then 1 on each end. All right. That's what it looks like. See that? What I did was I folded it up a little bit, just a little edge. So I get a little bite. Okay. And now it's past the edge. So that when you're going this way and dragging your feet, you're not going to lift it. Plus you can still lift it up and clean it underneath if you want. Easy to replace if your animals have a little accident. Okay, like I said, I didn't want to, you can buy the mats that have the glue on it, but I don't know what it does to the wood in the long run. So you don't want to mess up your beautiful wood. So this is what I did. Okay, I bent it up over there. I'm going to install that one for you. All right. 3 screws holds it on. Did it all the way up here. All right, good enough for the dogs and the cats, especially when they get a little older. Is it pretty? Not really. It's doable? Sure. I like it this way. You can pick it up and throw it out anytime, whenever it's time to sell the house. All right, let me get my screw gun. I'm going to show you how we put those things on, okay? All right, got the screw gun. Let's set you up. Take the screws off to the side. Like I said, I put these things on here. I made the little bend there too, so that this doesn't slip out from you also. All right, let's get this out of the way. Like I said, I'm going to bend this up a little bit so I can have this as a part that bites onto the wall. There you go. Get my little screws. Where did I put them? 1, 2, and 3. All right, so let's go in the middle. Screw right in the middle into this back piece here, so I'm not touching the wood floor. Screw it in just enough so it touches the carpet. You don't need to nail it all the way down. No need to do that. Like I said, you could put more than that. You could put 5 altogether if you wanted to. I'm just going to put it on the edge. All right. Like I said, if you want to, you can put an extra one right here. But it's not going to go nowhere. And we're having a party on the stairs. Just going up. And we're going down. There you go. All right. That's the way it's going to work. Anti-slip. It ain't going nowhere. Can't pull on it. Okay. And it lays right down. Like I said, the cushion part, this is great because otherwise this is quite hard. But this gives it a little cushion. Of course, this comes in different brands. Some are thicker, some are thinner. All right. That's it. That's my little trick for the step heads. Thanks for watching, folks. Too bad they don't make a big one for there. All right. Ciao. Thanks for watching.